Canadian, the standard greetings of the northeast of Scotland, far and fey. My name is Phyll McBain. I'm a storyteller, and I do my storytelling in Doric. Dinna panic, you will get there. Just listen, there's a lovely rhythm to the Doric dialect or language. May I share a story with you? The Tattie Bogel that keeps on giving. And I ken I've confused you already, but this story will tell you it all. So welcome to my world of the northeast of Scotland. I'm a Ferman Quine. I was brought up in a ferm and I tend to tell Ferman stories. So this is a story about a Ferman loon. He's a young loon. He's not an old loon either. He's married, he's got a couple wee bairns, and he's walking home fae work to the village where he lives. And elky day, in the morning and at night on the way he goes home, he goes round past the minister's house. And he sneaks to the back garden of the minister and looks over the wall. Because you see, the minister is the best veggie grower in the area. And this young loon, this young Ferman loon, is the second best veggie grower in the area. And he's wanting to see that the minister is up to in his garden. And he's in a wee sneak. And the only thing he sees different this day is the Tattie Bogel in the middle of the garden. The scarecrow, out there in the middle of the garden, very, very proud and incredibly well dressed today. It's had a new set of clothes, a three-piece suit, jacket, trousers, waistcoat, nice check shirt underneath there, and a fine hat. And that loon had a thought. And you ken what it's like when you get a thought, and that thought gets a thought, idea, action. And afore he kent it, he was over that dyke, and he was in that garden, and he had that Tattie Bogel stripped naked to the day it was made, to just 2 planks of wood. And he was now in the garden shed, stripping off all his clothes and putting on the three-piece suit for himself. Sticks all his clothes back on the Tattie Bogel and goes, now that's a far better Tattie Bogel. Get scare me across, and whatever I find, three-piece suit will do. My worn collar of my shirt, that'll scare a craw too awa. The tattered ends of my cuffs and the hole in my breeks, that'll scare a cat. That'll be far better for the minister. I've done a good deed, he thinks to himself. And he starts walking home. A wee bit more prouder than he was before in this nice, lovely suit. Then he thinks it might be a wee bit too fine for working clothes. Dinna worry. A wee swipe of a sharny coo's tail will soon turn that into right good Ferman clothes again. And he gets home and he walks in the door. And whenever he walks into the kitchen, his wife sees him, the whole feeling of proudness just evaporates. You've been on the steel. Far did you get that fae? Fit a nerve that you do, and far did you get that clothes? And he says, I just swapped them. They were available, or I didn't steal anything. There was just a gentle swap went on. I left my clothes. They're doing the same job as fit this. Fit on earth are you speaking about, against his wife? And he goes on, and he's got, and she wasn't good. And then it dawned on her. You have not taken that off the Tattie Bogel in the minister's garden, have you? When you've been doing your daily or twice daily fawning over that dyke at his vegetables to work out how yours can get a group, you have not. Please tell me you did not take that clay. It's a Tattie Bogel. The clays were gone for anything anyway. Nobody is getting away in the least bit worried. Thou shall not steal, says he. And for a minister, dinna be silly, he says. Oh, she stomped out the house and she come back with that Bible and she slapped it down on the table. Thou shalt not steal, thou shalt not covet. Well, the young loon had enough of this argument and he thought, I'm not going to win it, but I better end it or it's going to get away messy. I'm going outside for a smoke in my pipe. And he goes outside and he checks his shirt pocket and he goes, my pocket's in the shirt that's now hanging on the Tattie Bogel. I'll hate to go back and get my pipe. So he works his way back to the minister's garden And he's thinking all the time that he's going back, was this really such a good idea? Should I have taken this clays? I maybe shouldn't have done this. My wife maybe might be right. And he's maybe just a nae quite so proud and tall as he's walking back. And when he gets back to the manse, there is a minister at his desk. Oh no, he's writing his sermon for next week, and it's going to be "Thou shalt not steal." And he plucks up the courage and he knocks on the door at the minister's house and he says, "Oh, he says, I kind of have to tell you that I did." And the minister was one of these right fine, happy folk. I was saw the funny side in life, and he just laughed and he says, "Oh, my loon, I see you've been in my garden. I recognise that suit. Did you notice? Did you? I did notice it was gone, and I did, Kane, it was you, because I recognised your clays. Dinna you worry, if it's a problem," he says, "well, I've left my pipe." "Well, come on, we'll go out the back garden. Come on through the house and we'll get your pipe out of the Tattie Bogel, but dinna you worry about it." And when they got out there, the base stopped dead in their tracks because the Tattie Bogel was still there. But the young loon's clays winna. There was somebody else's clays there. Well, you could call them clays if you want. The jacket only had one sleeve and the pocket was ripped. The trousers, you would have more described them as a fishing net because there was that many holes in them. And the shirt, well, there was no collar on it whatsoever. And that hat that was on its head was just a bit of material that used to be a hat. Well, that minister just came out with a great big belly laugh and he goes, "Ah, well, look at that." He says, "The Tattie Bogel that keeps on giving." He says, "Dinna you worry about it. I'll tell you fit," he says, "I'll give you some neeps and leeks hame with you and some tatties. And your wife can make some leek and tatty soup for the family. It'll do you a power of good. Away you go, and dinna you worry about it and enjoy the clays." So he goes away home, 14 with himself. He's got his new clays. He hasn't upset the minister. Nobody's bothered about it. He's got some tatties and leeks to help the wife. She'll be quite happy and I like that. And the wife comes in and he explains it to his wife when he gets back to the house. And she goes, "Oh, well, there is some good come out after all." He says, "I now came to get you for your Christmas. You need a new pipe." And that is the story of how the Tattie Bogel kept on giving. I hope you enjoyed.